welcome to the Start of Superhero series. I'm Heidi Hubling of Stubbs Alderton Markiles Preccelerator program. Today we're featuring Peter Csathy of CREATV Media. Peter is one of our board members as well as a general partner of Sam Creative Ventures. Welcome, Peter. Good to have you.
It's great to be here. Thanks, Heidi.
So I'd like you to tell us a little bit about CREATV Media and what your background is there and what CREATV Media does, as well as why did you join the Preccelerator as a board member, and what value do you think the Preccelerator brings to companies?
Okay, excellent. I'll try to remember all of those. So I started CREATV Media a little over a year ago as to be really a leading business, digital media focused business development and advisory and investment firm. And what that means is it kind of ties together this network that I've created. And if people go to the website, which is www.creative.media, you'll see that it's a team of really connected individuals. So it's meant to be a super network of people across traditional media, new media, technology, so that we can bridge or bring opportunities for our clients and really identify where to go, help facilitate these new opportunities, structure deals, get investment into those deals, also work with companies on the M&A front where for larger companies, media as an example, we can identify potential areas of strategic investment, and then for those who are privately held companies and they're looking to potentially have a strategic partner, that could be an investment or M&A, we frequently work with those companies to position themselves, tell their story, identify the partners, structure deals, and so that there's an ultimate great result for them. So we do a lot of connecting, we do a lot of business development, identifying opportunities, and then a lot of market intelligence. So I have a great team of people on the consulting side who, with our unique access and relationships that we have, can get information, market intelligence that nobody else can get. And we can bring that to light to our clients so that they are smarter and faster and better. So that's on the creative side. On why I joined the Preccelerator, it's just this great opportunity to support an organization, Stubbs, and what they're doing here to support the entrepreneurs in the LA community. And so, accelerators are always interesting because it's a great place for entrepreneurs to come together, rub shoulders, the community that comes with that, both from within but also from without, when you have market leaders coming in to kind of share their stories. And hopefully I can share mine and bring some wisdom of the things that I did right and the things that my companies did wrong and learn from that. But Stubbs did a really great thing here because it's a law firm doing something that is typically not done by a law firm. Really being entrepreneurial, creating this space, bringing new opportunities, new mentors, a tremendous package of benefits, as well as this great office space here on 3rd Street Promenade. So that's a wonderful thing. And when they asked me to join, how could I say no?
We really appreciate you, so thank you for that.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
Right. Now you provide huge value to the companies with your expertise and your background in digital media. And one of the perks of the perks package is actually consulting services and getting to have your ear and your introductions and your network as well, access to that. One of the what are some of the things that in your background make you an ideal mentor here, but also what's your entrepreneurial story that's brought you to this place?
Yeah, it certainly hasn't been a straight path, which is part of the fun of it all. I started many years ago. I've been in the media and tech world for 30 years, which is kind of hard to believe. And I started off as a media and entertainment lawyer almost 30 years ago. And then from that point, I went into the studios. So I was at Universal, New Line, Savoy, and I really transitioned from being a lawyer to a business person negotiating deals from $1 to multi-billion-dollar international joint ventures. And then in about 2000, I went to my first entrepreneurial company, so I became a real startup guy initially, where this one was a true startup that we built to a Series B, closed a $10 million round, moved to the East Coast. I stayed here. Then I was recruited to go down to San Diego to run the most innovative music software and services company at the time. Really the Spotify before Spotify, so I was an entrepreneur there. We sold that company for $160 million, ran another company that we sold, ran another company. So I've been I've seen a lot of different things, and for the past several years I've been an advisor because I built this network along the way, and hopefully I have some stories of, war stories that I can bring to help these entrepreneurs.
And then, so your background is in digital media
Yeah.
and technology through all of your experience. What are your views on the state of the digital media and tech market, and how do you think LA as a ecosystem really fits into where digital media is going?
Yeah, it's such an incredibly exciting time. So I have been in the space for 30 years. I've never been more excited than I am today about just the different opportunities for companies, big and small, because you have the fundamental traditional media and entertainment business, which is completely transitioning or transforming at the hands of technology. And so I've seen both sides of that, which is what makes it particularly fun. So you see this transition happening, and the media companies need to understand all these new technologies and new ways to engage and reach an audience and create content and monetize it. On the other hand, you have all these technology companies that are becoming media companies, like the Googles, like Amazon, Facebook, very much these are media companies. They even call themselves media companies now, which is pretty incredible. And so all of this is happening at the same time. And then you have innovation, and it's become a multi-platform world where it's traditional platforms, but you have mobile, of course, which is now the first screen, absolutely. And then live events, of course, are not going away, so that's another platform. VR, AR, immersive platforms there, esports, and on and on and on. And so it's just this really incredibly interesting time. And LA is very much the hub of it. When it comes to certainly digital first media companies, absolutely here. When it comes to VR and AR, so much of it is happening here. When you have drone technology, so much of it is happening here in Southern California.
Smart content.
And so you have real money being poured into the LA entrepreneurial community for the first time, really. And you're seeing some great exits that flow out of that. And Snap is one where, let's not forget that Snap's right here. Snap, of course, just recently went public, and that's just one.
Mm-hmm.
Oculus, of course, was acquired a couple years back, and on and on and on.
Right, it's a very exciting time for LA, and I think
Absolutely.
It's neat to see all of the burgeoning companies and how it's an ecosystem here that how it's growing and the neat ideas that are coming out of the space. So
Yeah,
it's an exciting time.
It's a really exciting time, and now this community is able to not just retain the great talent, but actually, really for the first time, attract some of the top talent, both on the creative side, but also on the engineering side, which is great. So it's coming in here and just fueling more innovation all the time.
Right, and I think there's getting to be more investors that are seeing that this ecosystem is growing and that we really have some solid technology down here too.
Absolutely, and that's why Sam Creative Ventures, we created this because we want to ourselves invest more and more into this tech world we're primarily focused on LA, but not exclusively, but nonetheless, yes, we're going to be taking a very close look at entrepreneurs around this community.
Absolutely, providing a huge value to this ecosystem and the feeder, right, of good ideas.
That's the goal.
So,
That's
well, we appreciate you being here, and we'll learn more about creative media and about Peter Csathy in another video upcoming in the Startup Superhero series. Thanks for being here.